Harper Valley Junior High. Well, her daughter came home one afternoon and didn't even stop to play. And she said, Mama, got a note here from the Harper Valley PTA.
Okay. For the first time on this channel, we got Jeannie C. Riley, Harper Valley PTA, coming on the channel. First impressions I'm getting, man, got some sass to her, man. You hear the way her voice sound, very pronounced and powerful. Sound like she's not even singing. Sound like she's just talking. You know what I mean? And no microphone present, man. And the pink popping. The hot pink is popping, all right? It's like a country valley girl, you know? That's what she sounds like. But yeah, man, when I came across this, man, I saw a bunch of the reaction brethren reacting to this one. This just sort of popped up on like 5 or more reaction channels that, you know, that's associated with my channel. So I was like, yo, let me see what this about. And it's kind of like the same thing with Player and the recent reactions that we wanted to kind of bring that energy to this channel. But with that being said, hey, let's keep it going, man. Let's see what she got. Yo, 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 yo. That's better?
Play. And she said, Mama, got a note here from the Harper Valley PTA. Well, the note said, Mrs. Johnson, you're wearing your dress is way too high. It's reported you've been drinking and are running round with men and going wild. And we don't believe you ought to be bringing up your little girl this way. And it was signed by the Secretary, Harper Valley PTA. Well, it happened that the PTA was gonna meet that very afternoon. And they were sure surprised when Mrs. Johnson wore her mini skirt into the room.
Wait a second. Who is Miss Johnson? I missed that. Hold up. Let's go back.
For Valley PTA.
Okay. Okay.
Well, it happened that the PTA was gonna meet that very afternoon. And they were sure surprised when Mrs. Johnson wore her mini skirt into the room. And as she walked up to the blackboard, I can still recall the words she had to say. She said, I'd like to address this meeting of the Harper Valley PTA.
I wonder.
Well, there's Bobby Taylor sitting there, and 7 times he's asked me for a date. And Mrs. Taylor sure seems to use a lot of ice whenever he's away.
Her voice has some spark behind it. Like, she sounds very catty, almost. You can see her facial expressions, like, you know, it sounds like she got, what's the word I'm looking for? Not attitude, it's not even sass. Like, what's the word I'm saying? Like, snappy personality. Like she's always like, she got a voice that can kind of like get on your nerves. I guess sassiness, like sassiness would sound good, you know. This story that's happening here, we're gonna have to go back and check out the lyrics at the end of the video. But yeah, I'm definitely much interested in seeing like how this story built up. It sounds like she's speaking from like the first person or the second person, like she's looking at something or somebody told her this story too.
Asked me for a date. And Mrs. Taylor sure seems to use a lot of ice whenever he's away. And Mr. Baker, can you tell us why your secretary had to leave this town? And shouldn't Widow Jones be told to keep her window shades all pulled completely down? Well, Mr. Harper couldn't be here 'cause he stayed too long at Kelly's bar again. And if you'll smell Shirley Thompson's breath, you'll find she's
Look at that death stare right there, yo. Look the way she turned around at the camera and was like,
just this way. The day my mama socked it to the Harper Valley PTA. The day my mama socked it to the Harper Valley PTA.
dude, I actually like that. I think that, you know, when I thought about it, like at the end of the video, when she said this is the day her mama socked it to the Harper Valley PTA. So this is definitely her witnessing this from like the second person. She watched her mom do all this at the school during the PTA meeting. It sounds like she's speaking from a place of pride, you know, like she's proud of moms. Like Mom Dukes can put up the Dukes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But man, let's see. Let's check out these lyrics real quick. Let me find them. See, Riley. Let me put this up so y'all can see it. Let me see. She said, "I want to tell you all a story about a Harper Valley widowed wife who had a teenage daughter who attended Harper Valley Junior High." Okay. Her daughter came home one afternoon and she didn't stop and play. She said, "Mom, I got a note here from the Harper Valley PTA." Well, the note said, "Miss Johnson, you're wearing your dress way too high. It's reported that you've been drinking and running around with men going wild, and we don't believe you ought to be bringing up your little girl this way." And it was signed by the secretary of Harper Valley PTA. Clearly, moms went off on the Harper Valley PTA because they need to mind their business. How do you get into a PTA meeting at school because moms is dressing a little skimpy? That's how we did things back in the day. Now I know I got to talk about the times, right? Depending on when this was written, we talking about what, the 60s, 1968. So yeah, that's a thing. So while I do picture that can happen, I am kind of judging it like from 2024, right? But above all, it just sounded like her mama told them off, and she came in wearing the same skirt that she's in there about. And she basically told the school off. You know what I mean? She said, well, it happened that the PTA was going to meet that very afternoon, and they say they were sure surprised when Miss Johnson wore a skirt into the room. As she walked up to the blackboard, I can still recall the words she had to say. She said, "I'd like to address this meeting of the Harper Valley PTA." And I like that kind of like that Harper Valley PTA being like the signature line of each of the last parts of the verse. So you're talking about, where is Bobby Taylor? Well, there's Bobby Taylor sitting there, and 7 times he's asked me for a date. And Miss Taylor sure seems to use a lot of ice whenever he's away. Ooh, that's crazy. And Miss Baker, can you tell us why your secretary had to leave this town? And shouldn't Widow Jones be told to keep her window shades all pulled completely down? Ooh wee. She exposed them, yo. She exposed them. She said, well, Mr. Harper couldn't be here because he stayed too long at Kelly's bar again. And if you smell Shirley Thompson's breath, you'll find that she had a little nip of gin. And then you had the nerve to tell me you think that as a mother I'm not fit. Well, this is just a little Peyton Place, and you're all just Harper Valley hypocrites. So she's saying that you worried about me when y'all got all y'all business going on. So that's the in the 5th verse where she was kind of bringing it to him. That's why what was happening in the 4th verse is relevant. She knows about everybody's business at the school. That's why she came there wearing a miniskirt. I thought that's pretty cool. I like kind of like that circular writing where everything comes into place like at the end of the song. I enjoyed that, man. Shout out to all my reactor friends for reacting to this one, man. That's some really good writing right there. Shout out to Jeannie C. Riley. Harper Valley PTA, man, if you guys want to see more of her on the channel, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Feel free to check out the next video over here, and I'll catch you guys at another one, all right?